Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Sorry, it's probably been a hot minute since I've been on here, but we've kind of had a lot going on, and it is Saturday morning. We're getting ready. We're getting ready to go to the grocery store. There's Mr. Charlie.
Hey,
say hello. We have our breakfast here, so our egg bites and our bacon. And Luna is up here. She's being crazy. You want to say hi, Luna? She's like, no, I just want bacon. Oh, don't even try to be cute. No, you're not getting our food. Anyway, so just wanted to update everybody on Ozzy while we try to eat our breakfast a little bit. Ozzy, we just found out, since we came back from vacation, he had been having like a lot of accidents and stuff like that, and you know, drinking a lot of water and stuff, but he started like peeing in his crate and having accidents in the house. Charlie was constantly stepping in pee. Like, we have puppy pads in here, we let them out and everything, but he was just making a huge mess, and I was like, this is so odd, he has never done this. I happened to mention to one of my friends at work, and she thought that he might have diabetes because she had a dog a long time ago that had diabetes. So we took him last week. Like, I got him diapers and everything because he would not stop peeing in his crate, so he has been wearing a diaper. But he did test, his glucose was over 500. So all week we have been giving him insulin shots twice a day. He also had a UTI, so he's on an antibiotic for that. And did you give him that this morning yet? No. Anyway, so I took him back yesterday and dropped him off at the vet for them to check his insulin all day, and to check his glucose all day, and his glucose was fine all day long, even without his insulin. They were going to check him for Cushing's. I took him in fasted, and they drew the blood and everything, but then she got to thinking, because it's like a $400 or $500 test, I guess. And she was like, you know, unless you just want to test for it, I don't think maybe he needs it. You know, if his glucose levels came down from the insulin that far, I think it was like at 100 and something, and then it went up to 189, which is still within a normal range without giving him his insulin. So he hasn't had any more insulin. Now we are going to try to check him this weekend and see, and only give him insulin once he gets back up over 300. So we've ordered a little glucose monitoring kit, and so that's what's going on with Ozzy. Ozzy, come here. You want to say hi? We'll show you Ozzy. He's down here. There's Ozzy. He's like, oh, I'm feeling good. Yeah, maybe a little not so good after going to the vet yesterday. I am a little worried about checking his glucose. My daughter had a glucose monitor from when she was pregnant, and she used it for like a week. Of course, it is one for humans, but it is difficult to try to get that blood draw. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Charlie's like, I want to eat my breakfast. I'm like, you can't be chomping on camera, but we are hungry because it's what? Oh, it's 10:12. Anyway, that is our major update that we've been going through for a couple of weeks now. It's always something with these animals, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh, and my daughter's, one of her little chihuahuas, I know y'all have seen them here on the channel if you've been around for a while, Homie and Dolly. Homie passed away, I think, on Thursday morning. They think he had a heart attack in the middle of the night. They tried to take him to the emergency vet, and he died on the way there. To me, they were like little puppies. They were my little grandpuppies, and I loved them so much, but I miss Homie. I loved him, and we always loved watching the chihuahuas whenever they needed us to, so everybody's sad about that. But yeah, we're going through it with all of our little animals that we have. Cats are fine. Sophie seems fine. Ozzy seemed perfectly fine. Like, if you'd have told me 2-3 weeks ago that Ozzy was gonna have diabetes, I'd be like, no way, he's perfectly healthy. But yet here we are. So anyway, you can go ahead and eat. I'll take you off camera. Charlie's dying to eat. So we are getting ready to go to the grocery store. This will be like our 3rd or 4th week in a row to where we have went to Publix ourselves. Did you order your sandwich yet? You did? So Charlie's just been like ordering ahead so that we can just go by the deli and he can pick his sandwich up and we don't have to wait on it. And we've just been going together. I basically just put a grocery list together of like, you know, we're pretty basic. I mean, we both eat the same things every week, and you know, I need the same things for my breakfast and lunch, and Charlie does too. And then I just kind of decide what we're going to have for our dinners, and I kind of add that to the bottom of my list. And then that way we can go through the grocery store. I have everything of our normal items that we get each week on the list, and I'm not changing that. And then if we need it, then we'll get it. And then if we don't, like, we both know, you know, if we're out of something, if we need it, if that makes sense. So I kind of have like a running list, and then I add to it what I need just for this week's meals. And speaking of this week's meals, we are going to make, I'm going to make the 0 Point Weight Watchers chili that I've made before, just using ground turkey, black beans, pinto beans, crushed tomatoes, and rotel. That's basically it, and then a bunch of seasonings. Pretty simple, pretty easy to make. It is 0 points, and then I'm just gonna eat that with saltine crackers because I love a good chili with some saltine crackers crushed up in it. Stop it, Maya. Maya's trying to get my food. I'll give them a bite of bacon. Anyway, we're gonna do the 0 Point chili, and then for the other meal, I'm gonna do one of those little one pot where I'm baking it in the glass meal prep container. The Nando's chicken, I think, which is basically just rice, chicken, and the Nando's sauce, and cherry tomatoes, and maybe some bell peppers or something in there. I really love making those little one-pot meals. I need to find, you know, some different recipes. I mean, all of them are kind of the same that I've made. It's basically like rice and chicken and stuff like that. And speaking of rice, and back to Ozzy, that's one thing. We are switching their meal prep over to barley instead of chicken. I know the cats are just sitting here eating my food. I'm not even eating.
You just keep talking. It's fine with us.
Everybody's just over here eating away while I'm talking. But we are switching the animals over to barley because it has less carbs, it has more fiber, so it's got that lower glycemic index, and it's better for Ozzy, which we just bought another 25-pound bag of rice from Sam's Club. So I'm going to be trying to make a few meals just to use up some of that rice. I mean, I always like to have rice on hand, and I do use it a lot throughout the meal preps. So we will use rice this week. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes, but that is one change also. And then we did pick up some like grain-free dry dog food for them, which I don't think they've tried that yet, have they?
No, yeah.
She gave me a prescription for like a super expensive one to get at PetSmart or whatever, and she's like, you know, if you just want to try to regulate with the insulin and not change his diet, then you can do that. But they don't really eat a whole lot of dry dog food, do you think?
Not really.
I'll put Charlie back on. He's ate all his he's finally eaten all of his food. So they don't really eat a whole lot of dry dog food. I have a piece of bacon. They mostly eat their meal prep food. So that's really what we're changing. We bought one little bag of that other. I feel like we need to go ahead and try it and see if they like it.
Maybe.
But we might just keep them on their regular Purina because, again, the majority of their food is their prepped food. And then the dry food is just kind of like extra that they have. Every time I give Maya a piece of bacon, Luna reaches over and takes it from her. Luna's a little glutton. Stop it, Maya. Anyway, that is our update. So we are getting ready to go to the grocery store. I almost dumped my whole plate. And then I probably want to go eat lunch somewhere. I know that sounds ridiculous to go to the grocery store, but you know, Saturday is really like our only day that we ever eat out. And maybe run into Marshall's. Try not to shop too much though, but there are a couple of things that I want to look for at Marshall's. Don't be giving me that look like I'm not shopping. I've been trying not to shop so much since we got back from vacation. I've been trying to be good. It actually looks pretty out there. I am putting on a sweatshirt over this tank top before we go to the grocery store because it is like 32 degrees inside Publix. It is so cold. I'm putting the same sweatshirt on that I wore last week, and we'll see if I end up keeping it on all day. That's the one thing going to the grocery store, y'all. I freeze to death. Charlie gets cold by the time that we get to the last aisle.
The last row is always tough, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So how do you like having the egg bites and the bacon?
Yeah, I like them.
You like it? I've been making, I had to order some new muffin tins for the egg bites because those metal ones, it was sticking horribly, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he was like scrubbing all of the coating off of them and trying to clean them. I used like some little silicone cups, and then that actually made almost a bigger mess because they kind of overflowed into the muffin tin. So anyway, I ordered some new ones from Amazon, of course, and I will try to show them tomorrow whenever I'm cooking. But the whole thing is silicone, and then they just have like a metal
It's like
edge.
a little steel ring built into the.
Yeah, so it gives it like that shape, so you can put it in there. Although it was hard to put them in because I do like to fill these all the way up. But I bought 3 of those, and so I made 30 egg bites this week. There were 2 days that I just threw like one of those little extra ones in my container. So yeah, last week we kind of run out. Charlie, at first he wasn't really eating that many of them, like every other day or whatever. Now it's like every day he's having his bacon and eggs just like me. It's like once you kind of get used to that protein, it's good and you want it. So I'm happy. And are you still eating as many Pop-Tarts?
I've almost quit Pop-Tarts.
Can y'all believe it? Charlie's almost quit Pop-Tarts.
I had to get into a routine, make the eggs and bacon every morning so I could leave.
Do you heat it up when you get to work or no?
Just the egg bites.
No. I cook mine here. So I'm used to eating all of my breakfast like at room temperature. I really like to heat my egg bites up a lot more than Charlie does. I will heat them up in the microwave for like 3 minutes or whatever for 2 egg bites. But by the time that I get to work, they've pretty much cooled down to room temperature. And the bacon's good no matter when you cook it. I think, it never needs to be reheated. But I don't reheat my egg bites. I just like to heat them up and then I wait. Even had him like make the food while I was putting on my makeup. And it's still kind of warm to me. But
They're pretty much room temperature by the time I eat breakfast. So 30 seconds in the those industrial microwaves. So and it's warm.
Anyway, they're good. Lena over here looking crazy. She's just wanting bacon. Want bacon? Anyway, we will see y'all. I'm going to eat now. So we will see y'all sometime later. I'll probably do a grocery haul. And then we will go to lunch somewhere. What do you want for lunch today?
What about pizza?
I'm here going to say pizza. The last time I vlogged, we were going and which we had pizza. It was the day before we left Florida. He's like, I don't want pizza. What was it you brought up? Something. We weren't even close to that restaurant. We ended up going to Chili's. Anyway, he loves Blaze pizza. It is good.
It's good.
I always get the half, make your own, and I do pepperoni, black olives, bell peppers, and then I also do the salad that comes with the strawberries and blueberries or whatever. It's like a little side salad, and it's like the perfect portion for me.
And I eat a whole make-your-own pizza.
He does. And he does half spicy marinara and half regular. The spicy is really spicy.
Yeah, I made the mistake to do all spicy once. Once.
No, ma'am. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat. We'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, guys. We are back from the grocery store. Everything went well. I just wanted to give an update on my thoughts on what I think about going to the grocery store compared to the Instacart. I still feel like we're probably spending as much money, but we're spending it on more groceries. So I feel like whenever we go, we are either buying more of something, whereas on the app I'd be like, okay, I need one of these, I need one of these, I need one of these. But if I see something and I want to stock up on it, or something that I didn't really think about, then we are getting it. Both weeks, the past 2 weeks, we've gotten a huge load of groceries, and so it's been like $300 each time. But I guess it's better than the upcharge that we were paying to Instacart, plus the tip and everything, because I usually would do like a $20 tip, and I mean, it gets expensive. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into this grocery haul real quick because we are ready to head to lunch. Okay, so here is the grocery haul. Like I said, we got a whole lot of stuff. Most of it is our basic stuff that y'all seen a bunch. We got our chicken breast. This will be for one of our meals plus for the dogs. I did get 2 packs of the 99% lean ground turkey Typically, I get the Publix brand, but they only had the 93%, so I just got the Jenny O. I actually think that might have been cheaper, but anyway. I did get my boar's head turkey. I tried the Publix turkey a couple of weeks ago. It's trash, y'all. I have to have my boar's head or else I just can't eat it. My battery's gonna die. I'm gonna have to swap that in a minute. Charlie got his normal sandwich that he gets. This is the barley that we're using for the dog's meal prep now, which this is pretty cheap. It's like, I don't know, $1 and something a bag, less than $2. So we went ahead and picked up 3 bags, but 1 bag makes like the perfect amount to put in the dog's food. So that is the barley. I've never used it or whatever, but it seemed like it worked well and they seem to like it. I got some fat-free cottage cheese for the egg bites, my Chobani non-fat Greek yogurt, which I will use, and my chicken bake tomorrow. And then, of course, for my fruit dip, I got some eggs. I got some of this Country Crock plant butter. This is for the baby. She kind of has a dairy intolerance, so we try to always keep dairy-free stuff for her on hand, and Charlie didn't know that. And he used it all the other day, and so we didn't have it. This butter is good, but I do try to save it just to use for her. Let me swap this battery. All right, battery is swapped, even though I feel like something's happening with my batteries. I may have to get some more, but let's continue on. So I got my egg whites for the egg bites, Fairlife milk. I use that for my Ninja Creamy. And if I make one of the coffees or whatever, so that I don't spend money at Starbucks or Dunkin', which I really don't do that a whole lot. Occasionally as a treat. Some of my almond milk, I use that in my coffee, and my sugar-free creamer. Charlie got some Wavy Lays and some Santitas for the week. I did get 3 packs of bacon. This was buy 2, get 1 free. These are definitely not cheap, but we did try the Kroger brand. We just like the Oscar Mayer. I mean, it's superior. We did get 1 box of saltine crackers. I love the premium brand. That's the one that we've always bought. I did get a pack of just the Publix brand coffee to try because it was buy 1 get 1 free. So we're always trying different coffees. Sometimes that Sam's Club coffee that I used to get is not available online or even in the store. So just trying different coffees here and there. We got some crackers to have with like cheese and crackers. We did get some cheese to go along with that. We just got the Gouda. We usually just get this Publix brand. There's the Gouda and then the Havarti. We like to keep those on hand. I got me some more mustard. That's for my sandwiches. This is the Nando sauce. I did get the medium for my chicken bake that I'm going to make. You have to marinate the chicken in like half the bottle, and then we'll mix the other half in the bowl. I got some carrots and green beans. That's for the dog's meal prep food. Some chicken broth for one of my meals. I did get this treat for me, even though I love making the Ninja Creamy. Some nights if I don't feel like making it, I like to have something like this on hand, and this will really look good. Mint chocolate is my favorite flavor of all time, so curious to try that. I did stock up on the fire roasted rotel. I got 2 originals, but then the rest of those are the fire roasted. The fire roasted has been out of stock forever, so got some of those. I got a pizza sauce, some crushed tomatoes for the chili, and then I also got 2 cans of black beans and then 1 can of pinto beans for the chili. I got my fruit and veggies for the week, my pineapple, cantaloupe, and there is watermelon there. Whoops. I've done dropped this tomato twice. She's going to be bruised. Got a tomato and put her up there. We've got 6 bell peppers, 3 for one of the meal preps, and then 3 for my egg bites. I got some of these little cherry tomatoes for one of my meals. I did pick up 2 bags of my fat-free mozzarella. I'm probably going to sprinkle mozzarella on top of the chicken bake. Each individual one will get like a serving, and then the other one is really just if I want pizzas. And I did get some shredded Parmesan cheese. And let's see what else. I also got some nutritional yeast. This will be for the baby so that she can have some Parmesan cheese on like some pasta. They like this ready-made pasta. So I got 2 bags of the penne and then 2 bags of the rotini noodles, and those are just so easy. Whenever they are here, we can just throw those in the microwave, and then they have a full meal. I got my Arnold sandwich thins as usual, and I think I've covered everything except for just these couple of things back here. Coffee filters, boring. Charlie's cookies. I think these are Heath Bar cookies. He's still eating his cookies, but no Pop-Tarts, as you can see. So he has switched from the Pop-Tarts to eating the bacon and eggs. We got a Juicy Juice for the girls because they were buy one, get one free. I did get 2 packs of my toothpaste. I do prefer the Glamorous White over the Radiant Mint. Not sure if y'all like Crest or whatever. I did try a Colgate one, and that actually made my teeth hurt. So I took that one to work, and I just use it there if I need to brush my teeth at work. Using it occasionally doesn't bother me that much, but I'm not going to use it every day and have my teeth hurt. And then I got some of these cosmetic rounds and some cotton balls. And that is the grocery haul. We're going to put this up and head to Blaze Pizza. Alrighty guys, we are back from lunch. We went to Blaze Pizza, and then we went to Marshall's and to Home Goods. And of course I got a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna do a haul real quick, and then I'm ready to take a nap so that we can try to get up and go to church tonight. So let me show you what I got real quick. And it started pouring down rain right whenever we left Home Goods, so my feet are wet. My shirt's probably got wet spots on it, so ignore all of that. But I did get a new comforter for my bed. It's just a neutral color. Let me see if there's a picture of it. So that's what it looks like. It's just a Vera Wang. I got this at Home Goods. And then just another set of white sheets. I always just do white sheets on my bed because they're easy. So I got these $30 for a king sheet set. I thought that was pretty good. We got this little container just to put some of the rice in from that 25-pound bag. We've got like several different little containers, but I really like these. I have like a small one. That the cats treats are in, and these are just handy. You can hold them easily and pour it. So I think my original one I got at Target, but you can get these at Marshall's and TJ Maxx too. What is this?
So, men's body wash.
This is the one thing that Charlie got, a men's body wash. So,
$30 body wash we got for $12.
A $30 body wash that he got for $12.99. Let me see what else is. So we thought that the dogs needed some new dog beds, so I got 2 of these. Let's see here, that's the bottom, I think. 2 of these. They kind of like these little round beds. We've got like a couple of cat ones, which they took over. And they like to sit in all the time, but I love these. They're super soft and plush. So we got 2 of those, and then we just picked them up. 2 little toys each, a little monkey and an alligator, I guess. I got me some vanilla pumpkin hand soap for my bathroom. It actually smells really good. It's that Sand and Fog, which I have a bunch of those candles, but I've never tried the hand wash before. But I smelled it, and it's got a little skeleton on it. I don't really care about that, but it smells like fall. And if you know, it's my favorite season. I got a couple of things for my hair. I got some dry shampoo, Joico, which I use Joico hairspray religiously. I have for years, and I've actually switched, and now I just use the Joico shampoo and conditioner. So when I saw this dry shampoo, I thought I'm going to try that. I usually use like the Batiste or whatever. It's okay. Sometimes I feel like it leaves like a buildup in my hair, so thought I would try something different. And then I'm almost out of my Chi volumizing spray, so I thought that I would try this from Bedhead. It's a thickening spray, so instant volume and texture. So we will see. I will have to report back on this. Sometimes I'll try things like this and then I don't really like it. It was just $11. We shall see. I did get 2 pairs of shoes when we were at Marshall's and a few clothing items. I just got a pair of flats. Both of these are Anne Klein, I think. So just a little pair of black flats to wear to work. I struggle with closed-toed shoes. I really don't like to wear them. They like make my toenails hurt. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but these felt pretty comfortable. Felt like they could put some blisters on the back of my heels, but I can put Band-Aids on until I kind of break those in. And then I needed a pair of black shoes, and these were surprisingly comfortable. I kind of like that because they are closed-toed, but then kind of open in the back with that little strap. So super excited about both of those pairs of shoes. We will see. I always have to get like new work shoes every season, so hopefully those will last me. I do have a couple of other pairs that I ordered on Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, from Macy's, I think, a long time ago. I haven't worn them yet this year. And then I did get a few pieces of clothing. So I got this a sweat set, and I think that I have a black one just like it. It's super soft and cozy, but I loved this kind of rosy pink color. And this will be great. I am going to Mexico for work in October, and I was like, this will be the perfect little airport fit because I'm going to leave on a Sunday, so I'm just going to be super cozy, and I love to sleep on the flights, and I'm always cold. So I got this. Charlie's like, yeah, you need a sweatsuit to go to Mexico, and I'm like, I do, because it will be cold in the airports and it will be cold on the planes. Usually, you watch, I'll be sweating because the air will be out or something, but usually the air's running so much it's just freezing. I did get a couple of shirts. So I got this top. It's just kind of sheer. I'll probably put like a black tank top on underneath this and just wear with black pants, but I thought this was cute. I did have a blue outfit picked out, which I put it back because I don't really wear like navy blue, and I didn't know what shoes I would wear with it, so I didn't get it. And then I did animal prints coming back in, y'all, which not that it ever went out for me, but I did get this top. I thought this could be cute with just a black tank top under it. You know, you can wear it either open or buttoned up or whatever. Not too heavy, so I thought this would be good also for whenever I go to Mexico, both of these tops, because it will be fall, but you know, their temperature's not too far off from what we are. It's just right over the border in Texas. It's just a few degrees hotter. And then I did get a set of tank tops, like basics. This is just a black one, and it also came with a white one as well. And so I love to get pieces like this just for layering. That's exactly what I'm wearing underneath this today, but it's kind of faded and kind of stretched out. So I just wanted a new one. And let's see, what else did I get? I did get some Ultra Repair Cream. This is what I use on my face at night after I wash my face. I just wash my face with my La Roche-Posay face wash and put this on. So I like it, and it's like 30 bucks, but at Marshall's, $16.99. So if I see one there, I will usually stock up, and mine is getting low. I did get a new hairbrush. I actually have like a mini version of this that my sister got me a long time ago for Christmas. It has my name like on the back of it. She personalized it, and I kind of use it for the kids' hair whenever they're here. But I've used it on my hair a couple of times, and I kind of liked it, so I thought that I would pick me up a full-size one. So this is just one of those wet brushes. Those are pretty cheap. They're $5. So got that. And then I just got me some readers. I thought these are cute because it has like this kind of light pink color, and then a black one. I always like to have readers laying around, and I never can have enough of these because I lose them, I scratch them, I drop them, all that stuff. And that looks like that is it. So I'm probably going to go kind of settle in. I want to take a nap before we go to church later. I don't know if I'll talk to y'all later. We're probably just going to go to church and then come back and chill for the night. Probably have a Ninja Creamy for dinner later, and I will need to mix up a new creamy. Maybe I will do that later just to show y'all my favorite creamy recipe, even though I have like half of one that I'm going to spin and have later. But I will need to mix up a new one. So maybe I'll see y'all for that, and then we will have meal prep tomorrow. Sophie, Ozzy, y'all want your toys? Huh? Which one do you want? Let's see. Which one do you want? Sophie, you want the monkey? Ozzy's like, I don't know. Which one do you want? You want your toys? Yeah, those are for y'all. Sophie loves toys. Ozzy, he's a little bit like whatever. He doesn't really care, but like Sophie, she'll take both of them. anyway, let's make a Ninja Creamy. Alrighty guys, we are going to make a Ninja Creamy. I was gonna show you how I do it. I just use one of my blender bottles, and I like mint cookie, which I'm almost out of this one, and I did order another one. I got the Ghost. Hang on, let me open it. It just came. So I ordered a box of the Oreo cookie from Ghost, and it came literally while we were at church. I thought that my Amazon order came. Did that come too, Charlie? I have to look and see if it's been delivered. But this will be the next protein powder that I try. I've never tried the Ghost, but this is the Oreo mint. So my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. So anyway, hopefully I like this one. And even if I don't, I'm definitely going to keep the container that this one come in, because I hate like just having this one in the bag. These used to come in containers. So, I mean, I get it if they don't want to keep putting them in there, but I'm just going to keep this one regardless if I go back and purchase this one. This one is good. It doesn't really have a strong mint flavor. I wish that it was a little bit stronger, so we'll see if this one has a stronger, but I'm going to finish it up. This one is really good, and I eat this probably 3 or 4 times at least during the week, and usually always on the weekends. So, anyway, protein powder, and then I'm just going to do like 8 grams of the sugar-free vanilla jello pudding mix in there. And then basically we just put the protein powder in here, the jello in here, and then I fill it up with milk to this 400 line. Charlie figured out that that is the perfect measurement to fill our Ninja Creamy cup up to the don't go over line, or whatever it's called. So anyway, let's mix this up real quick. So I'm going to do 1 scoop of the protein powder, and I'm going to do 8 grams of the sugar-free jello. There we go. That one up to 10. It'll be fine. I usually just eyeball it. And then on the milk, like I said, I just go up to the 400 line. I don't really know how much milk that is. Let me weigh it and see. I have just kind of been making the same one and eyeballing it. So let's see how many milliliters that is. So 300 milliliters is how much milk it takes. And let's see here, a serving is 240 milliliters. So just a little bit more than a regular serving of milk, so not too bad. And that is it for my Ninja Creamy recipe. And then I'm just going to shake it up, and we're going to put it in the container. And again, there's this maximum fill line here, that black line, and usually this fills right up to that line, or close to it. We're a little bit short today, but that is okay. And in the freezer this goes. This needs to freeze for at least like 12 hours. I usually do it overnight. Whenever I know I'm going to finish off another one, I will just go ahead and mix me up a new one. And now let's get that one out and make it. Okay, so here's mine from the freezer. You can see it is frozen hard as a rock. And this is only half of a serving because I've already eaten the other half. And I have not had any problems re-spinning it. I just eat what I want to out of it and then freeze it. I do add a little bit more milk in there, just like a little splash to make it nice and creamy. And then we're going to put it in the creamy and spin it and add a little bit of chocolate chips in there, and it's perfect. All right, here is the creamy. Oh, and by the way, I dropped the lid one day and I broke the edge off. Nice. It still works perfectly fine, but I did call Ninja, and they're supposed to be sending me another one. It's coming from Canada, so hopefully it gets here, but this one, it's still locking into place and perfectly fine. So I'm just going, let me see here. You probably can't see. Let me raise you up. So I'm just going to lock it into place, power, and then I always choose light ice cream. and light ice cream, and it's super loud. Okay, so this is what it looks like once it comes out of the creamy. Obviously when it's full, it's really like filled to the top, but I just like to mix it up. And I know this doesn't look like that much, but it is so filling. At least to me it is. I can only eat about half. And I do like a generous serving of mini chocolate chips. And I have like a little bit left in this bag. We're going to use all of these and probably open my next bag too. Which these are only 80 calories and 4 grams of fat for about 15 grams. I just kind of eyeball it. I don't measure it. So that uses that one up. That might be enough. Yeah, so that looks perfect. And you can respin it like after you add the mix-ins, but I just like to add the chocolate chips and not spin it because I felt like it was kind of like mixing them up in there to where you couldn't really like taste them. Like I like the crunch from the chocolate chip. So anyway, and then I got these nice little holders so that I don't have to hold the little cold cup. So it's perfect. So yeah, there's my Ninja Creamy. Alrighty guys, welcome back. It is Sunday. We are here. We are ready to meal prep. Running a little bit behind today, but that is okay. We are not going to Pilates today, and a little update on that. I know that I had talked before about possibly canceling our membership or whatever, and so what Charlie and I have decided to do is to cancel our unlimited membership because it's just so expensive every month, and I'm really going into my busy season. In October, I have to go to Mexico for a trip. We have month end. We have the auditors coming. October is a super busy month, and then with the holidays and everything in November and December. So after this month, then we are just planning on like signing up and taking like little one-off classes and still trying to go like once a week or whatever, and just paying for each individual class. And then if we can't go, we can't go or whatever. So that's kind of the plan with that. So no Pilates today. And it'll just make it easier on my meal preps. It has been difficult because I've been trying to like rush around and get one meal done at least before we go, so that when we come back, because usually it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, then I only have one left to cook. So anyway, with that being said, no Pilates today, so we are here just to cook, and we got a couple of good meals, I think. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to do one of the chicken bakes and one of these glass meal prep containers. We're going to mix everything right in this bowl and cook it right in the oven. That is so easy and so convenient. I love those glass containers. They are linked in my Amazon store. And then the other thing we're going to make is chili, and then of course my egg bites, which I probably won't film those. I've made them a bunch. I think I'm going to put together like a little short form video of those just to put like on Instagram and maybe share in the Facebook group. So if that's something that you would like for me to do, then let me know down in the comments below. And I've thought about doing like some short form content with some of my favorite recipes, I guess, just to kind of have out there. That way people can access it, because I love to see the TikTok videos, and I've been looking for a lot of my meals and stuff on TikTok. That's where I found this meal. I think maybe I've made it before or something similar, but anyway, it is a TikTok recipe, and there's a girl on there, and she does most of her meal preps in these glass containers. That's kind of where I got the idea. And anyway, so with that being said, I will try to put together some meals. Like if I don't want to record a meal for YouTube because maybe I've made it on here a bunch, maybe I will do that in like a short form video just to have out there so that people can easily reference it without having to go back and watch a long video. But I still want y'all around here to watch my YouTube videos. So anyway, love you guys. Let's jump right into it. So for this recipe, we have 24 ounces of diced up chicken, and I have just put salt and pepper on here, and it is marinating and about half of the container of this Nando's peri peri sauce, which is kind of like a hot sauce. This is the medium. They also had like a garlic one, and I think maybe there's a mild one as well. Of course, I go with a medium because, you know, we like things spicy around here. We are going to add, this is my big container of jasmine rice. We're going to put 50 grams of jasmine rice into each container. 4 ounces of chicken. We have some diced bell pepper, some diced cherry tomatoes, not diced, sliced cherry tomatoes. We're going to put a couple of tablespoons of the non-fat Chobani plain yogurt in there. And then we are going to sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top of each one. And put some chicken stock in there to mix it up as well. I need to get that out so that I don't forget it. I have to change this battery. Something is going on with my batteries. I swear I cannot film for more than like 5 minutes and the batteries are already going. So let me grab my chicken stock, let me change this battery, and we will throw this together and get it in the oven. And then while it's cooking, we're going to put the chili on. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start off with our rice, and 50 grams is 1/4 of a cup. We are just going to go in to each container with 1/4 of a cup of rice. Okay, so we have our rice in there. We're going to go in with our chicken breast, and we're going to do about 4 ounces in each. Again, this is 0 points. I'm just going to eyeball it and try to make sure that I have about the even amount in each one. Okay, so we have our chicken in all of the containers, and we are just going to go in with the bell peppers and divide this evenly. This is 3 diced bell peppers. And then we're going to go in with the cherry tomatoes and put a few of these in each container. And then we're going to go in with a couple of tablespoons of the non-fat Greek yogurt into each one. Okay, so now all we have left is the Nando's sauce and the chicken broth. We are just going to pour the rest of this over here. I'm just going to eyeball it, and we are going to try to evenly divide this. And then we're going to go in with 100 milliliters of chicken broth, which is almost a cup. Okay, so we have everything in there except for the cheese. So we're just going to mix everything up well. Okay, so those are all mixed up nicely. We are going to go in with just a little sprinkle of the fat-free mozzarella cheese right on top of each one. And then we are going to bake, I don't know if I said to preheat the oven to 375, and I'm going to bake these for about 45 minutes. Okay, looks good. Let's pop them in the oven. Okay, I am ready to start on the chili. I'm just going to cook it on the stove in this big pot. I've got 2 packs of 99% lean ground turkey. We've got a can of crushed tomatoes here. I've got 2 cans of these fire roasted diced tomatoes. I was going to use Rotel, but I saw that I have 2 cans of these. So I'm going to go ahead and use these up. You can just use like original Rotel, mild Rotel, whatever you wanted to use instead of the 2 cans of those. I'm going to use 2 cans of black beans. I'm going to drain and rinse those. And then 1 can of pinto beans, drained and rinsed. And this is everything that you need to make a 0 point chili. Again, you could use ground beef if you wanted to, but that's always going to add more points. So we love a 99% lean ground turkey. We're also going to season this up with chili powder, cumin, and then of course salt and pepper. So I'm going to get my turkey started browning, and then we will add everything. And then I'm just going to kind of let this sit here and simmer for a while I like do my peppers and start getting my egg bites ready so that they can go in the oven once the Nando's chicken is done. And we're just going to do a little cooking spray, and we're going to let that warm up and then add in our turkey and use my little handy dandy chopper to get it chopped up. And I will be back once the turkey is brown and we are ready to add everything else. Okay, so we have our turkey. It is completely done. I'm definitely going to turn the heat down on it, and we are going to add in everything that we need to. So we have 1 can of crushed tomatoes. I do always like to use the Hunt's brand. Some of the store brands have sugar in them and they're not 0 points. I think the Publix brand isn't 0 points, but the Hunt's is, so I just always try to stick to it. So 1 28-ounce can of the Hunt's crushed tomatoes. Try to get all those out. I'm actually going to give it a little stir just because it needs to cool down a little. And then we have 2 cans of the fire roasted tomatoes. or you can use 2 cans of Rotel. And then I have 1 can of pinto beans. I'm actually not going to drain and rinse these. I'm just going to leave the juice and everything in there because I think it will add some flavor. I did drain and rinse my black beans, so that's 2 cans of black beans going in. And we're going to give it a good mix, and then we're going to add our seasonings. And we need 3 tablespoons of chili powder, which, as you can see, my chili powder is almost empty, but I do have a new large container from either Sam's Club or Costco, so we will dip into that one because this is only about 1 tablespoon in here, and that is not enough. Yeah, so this is from Sam's Club. We always like to buy the big ones and the big containers, and then we just refill our small ones. And then we're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of the ground cumin. And I'm going to mix that up well. I'm kind of feeling like I might want a little more sauce in here, so I may add a can of tomato sauce. We'll see. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I did add a little bit to the turkey, but we're going to salt and pepper a little bit more because we added all of those ingredients. And then one thing that I like to do, and I let Charlie do this, once it's kind of done, I will let him come over and add a little bit of hot sauce if he thinks it needs it. So I'm just going to kind of let this simmer for a while. I'm going to start working on my egg bites, and we'll see. I might add, like I said, a can of tomato sauce just to give it a little bit more liquid in there because I feel like I need it. But we'll check on it here in a little bit. Okay, so I did not have any tomato sauce, so I just decided to add a can of water in here. So that's what I did, and I feel like that has given it the perfect consistency. We're just going to let it cook for a little while and then see what other seasonings it needs, and let Charlie, of course, add some hot sauce. So I'm just going to put the lid on. I've just got it on like a medium-low heat, and we will start on our egg bites now. I wanted to show y'all my new muffin tins that I got real quick for my egg bites. So they do have like a hard rim on them, and I will try to remember to link these down in my Amazon storefront as well. I've only used them 1 time. This week will be my 2nd time. But again, they're flexible. That way we can just kind of pop them out. And last week it was so much easier to clean up than with those old metal pans. And they cooked really well. The only thing is I do have 3. And for Charlie and I to each have 2 egg bites each day, I need to make 28 of these, which last week I made 30 just because it ended up making 6. I did have to cook like those 6 a little bit longer. I thought that I could throw them on the middle shelf and they would cook, but then they didn't, so I put them on the bottom and I just kept cooking them a little bit longer. So we'll kind of see how that works out this week. So that's the only bad thing about having to make more than 24, because my oven is not wide enough to fit 3 of these on the bottom. And y'all know me, I like everything really done, and I want these to be extra crispy. So I'm going to start working on my egg bites now, but I do like these too because they stack up nice and neat. And again, there are like a couple of different colors. This is the confetti, I think. It's got the little different colored things on there just for fun. All right, here are the Nando's chicken bakes. I just got them out of the oven. They are piping hot, too hot to touch the glass, but they are looking delicious, smell delicious. So super excited to try this again this week. I think I've made this one other time, and if I remember correctly, it is pretty good. All of these the little bakes that I've done in these individual glass containers have all been a hit and super easy. We just throw it in the microwave, heat it up, and have the perfect portion, and we don't even have to like divide it out or do anything. Okay, I just wanted to do an update on my chili. It is looking good. Charlie's actually not here at the moment. He went to fill my car up with gas, wash it, all of that stuff, pick us up some lunch. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the video here. I just need to plate this up and everything will be done. But to me, it tastes good. He always likes to add a little bit of just like Cholula hot sauce or something. I think it's what we have in the fridge. And he will just taste it and add it until it is to his liking. So we're just going to turn this down and let this simmer until he gets back, and then the chili will be done. Alrighty guys, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me for another little vlog and meal prep video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe down below, and also be sure to give me a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel. And also I do have a link down in the description box to my Facebook group, Finding Our Way. This is the icon for it, and again, just click the link down there in the description, and feel free to join us over on Facebook, and then also follow me over on Instagram. This is my Instagram handle right here. And then also, if you are on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. This is my TikTok account here. I really haven't started posting on there yet. I don't have very many followers, and I'm a little bit scared to get on there and start posting, but I really want to. And like I said before, creating that short form content, I would also share it on TikTok as well. Anyway, I love you guys. If you make it all the way to the end, let's do me a cute little leaf for fall, a little fall leaf. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.